Your team members are not here, you better ask them to join, because by my time is 2 minutes after 7 p.m. It's 2 minutes after 7 p.m. and it's time for us to have our business opportunity meeting for today. If your team members are not connected, if your guests are not present, because it's a business opportunity meeting, if your guests are not connected, you need to ask them to connect now before we start. You need to ask them to connect before we start. That's if you've not sent that last reminder up till now, just find time to do that so that we can start. If you can hear me, just type yes. Let me just know that I am not just talking to myself. If you can hear me, type yes. Let's know that we are good to rock and roll. That's great. That's great. Mr. Kolo, that is great. I'm trying to play my conventional videos, but they've just refused to play. I don't know, eh? That with or without a video, we are going to rock this presentation today. Yeah. So if your team members are not yet connected, just make sure they connect. If your guests are not present, yes, you can just check on the chat box to see, check on the attendees to see if your guests are connected already. If they are not connected, just ensure that they are here before we start. Today is our business opportunity meeting, and you need to make the best use. You need to make the best use of it. Yesterday we had a wonderful section, and if you're not part of that section yesterday, you actually missed a lot. If you're not part of that retailing and recruitment masterclass yesterday, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. And if you were part of it, have you narrowed it down to your own strategy? Have you been able to come up with your own strategy? Have you been able to do that? Okay, let's know where you're joining us from. Let's know where you're joining us from. Just let us know in the chat box where you are joining us from, so that we'll know our reach for this evening. Let's know where you are joining us from. Let me open the chat box so that I can. Yes, from Port Harcourt, Pastor Amaka, you're welcome. Elizabeth, yeah, Elizabeth, welcome from Port Harcourt. I can see everybody. Wow, Port Harcourt. I can just see Port Harcourt, Rwanda. Wow, from Rwanda, Abuja, you are welcome. FO, thank you for always being part of this training. Dr. Odocha, welcome from Nairobi, Kenya, from Zambia. Wow. From Zambia, welcome to our business opportunity meeting for today. Teresa, you're welcome all the way from Zambia. You're welcome to our business opportunity meeting today. Wow, we have a lot of people from Nairobi. It's like the East Africans are taking over this business opportunity meeting, but that's great. That's the beauty of Forever. That's the beauty of what we do. It's one family, one business opportunity, and is the growth for Africa. That is what we are looking for. That's what we are looking for. Uganda, all the way from Uganda, you are welcome. Adeyemi from Port Harcourt, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Eh? We have so many people from East Africa joining us. It's a CMM to everybody from Kenya. You're welcome. Agnes from Nairobi, Kenya. A lot of people. In fact, we have more Kenyans than we have that Nigerians. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. A lot of people from Kenya are joining us this evening. So, on behalf of all of us in Forever Living, I want to welcome you to this business opportunity. Wow, John from Kenya, welcome, welcome, welcome. Declan from Nairobi, Kenya, welcome to our business opportunity meeting for today. Today is, we know what business opportunities are meant for. It presents an opportunity for each and every one of us to add one more, to recruit one more person to use the product or be part of this amazing opportunity. It's an opportunity that once you have the opportunity to invite people for a business opportunity meeting, don't miss it. Don't miss it. So from all of us in Forever Living Products Nigeria, we want to, in a very special way, irrespective of where you are joining us from, either from Lagos or from Port Harcourt or from Abuja, or you are joining us from any part of Africa, we want to welcome you to this evening opportunity meeting. We want to sincerely welcome you. We know what our goal is. We know what our goal is. We know what our mission is in Forever. We want to create a profitable environment where individuals all over the world can, and with dignity, be what they want to be. That is what we long for. That is what we try for. That's our goal every day. Every day. That is what we. Good. I can see the numbers are pumping up because my guest speaker for today, I can't just start till I get to. I can't start till I see the numbers come up. I can't start till I see the numbers come up. So that is what we aim to achieve. That is what we aim to achieve. We want you to be what you want to be, not what Daniel wants you to be, not what your upline wants you to be, but we want you to be who you want to be. Wow, Ken, all the way from the UK. Ken, you're welcome, man. Well, good to see that Ken, you're part of us. That's good. That's good. Dr. Clem, you're doing a good job, man. That's good to see Ken join us. I've not, I've not seen you join any of my meetings before, but that's great. That's great. That's really, really great. So Ken, thank you and welcome to today's business opportunity meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I don't believe in African time. I strongly believe that when we say it's 7, we need to start by 7. We need to start by 7. And as I speak, I have up to 100 people here present. I want to, in a very, very special way, let me put this up. I know I'll be able to share this. Okay, to lead us in our business opportunity meeting today is someone that needs no introduction in the forever world. Is someone that needs no introduction in the forever world. Is someone that has smashed, I call him the Titan. He has smashed everything that anybody needs to achieve in our business. He's a former GLT member, and he rocked the GLT. He rocked the GLT when he was there. And he's a level 3 chairman bonus qualifier and Eagle manager. Currently a Diamond Sapphire manager, a level 3 and incentive qualifier. And when we come to leadership, he is a Titan. He is a Titan. Currently the country sales manager of that wonderful operating country, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zimbabwe, right? Yes. Is it Zimbabwe or Zambia? Zimbabwe. And I tell you, he is. So when some of us saw him as the MC in the last global rally, it was awesome. It was awesome, ladies and gentlemen. If your hands are not too busy, let's welcome our leader, our own friend, our own person, Mr. Enos Salema. Come, let's give him a round of applause, guys.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate, and good evening, everybody. Um, thank you once again, Daniel, for giving me this opportunity, this very special opportunity to be able to speak to one of the most amazing people in Africa. If you believe that in this chat, in this meeting today, we have amazing people from all over Africa. Can I see some serious fire there in the chat? Now, I know we have got guests that have tuned in, and you're probably wondering, why are these guys all over? Why are these guys excited like this while you are invited for a business meeting? And you know how business meetings are supposed to be. They're supposed to be very serious with suits and ties. But I can tell you, we host a business opportunity that is next to none, a business opportunity that will give you actually the chance to live your life, and at the same time you will be creating a very strong, legacy style business. So yes, we're gonna have fun. Yes, we're gonna laugh a little bit, but the most important thing is we have gathered here this evening to talk about an opportunity that has transformed the lives of millions, and I really mean that, literally millions of people around the world. And I've had an opportunity myself to see it firsthand, how it has first transformed my own life, and how it has actually, how this opportunity has also transformed the lives of so many people around me. And with that, it makes me, whenever I have an opportunity to talk about this business, it is way beyond me trying to do my job. No, it is way beyond that. It has reached a point whereby whenever I'm talking about this opportunity, I come from the angle of responsibility. I feel this is my responsibility now to share with as many people as possible, because I've seen it, I've proven it, right in front of my eyes. I've seen people coming in and leave totally transformed. So for the guests that you're in here, I know I've been welcomed here very nicely. So thank you so much, Daniel. But I want to say much bigger welcome, and let us give a very big, warm welcome. We can put fire emojis there. We can clap hands for our guests that have decided to put everything aside and be in this meeting. It's 9 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. my time. I know it's around 7 p.m. in Nigeria, and for the guys in Zambia, probably around 8 p.m. For the guys in South Africa, 8 p.m. East Africa, I know it's also 9 p.m. And some of you are already thinking about tomorrow, Monday, like, when is this meeting gonna end? How long is it gonna take? We're gonna take maybe maximum about 1 hour, but I can assure you this might be the hour that you'll never forget in your whole life. And I'm not just saying that, but I'm saying that because it happened to me. And for me, it was 17 years ago is when I got an opportunity, when I got invited to attend a business presentation, just like the one you're going to attend today. And unfortunately, the one I attended, it was an in-person meeting. So, and it was only three of us. It was only three of us. And the person that was presenting was probably around in his late 40s, maybe, or maybe early 50s, maybe somewhere there. And it was three of us, and we were sitting down there, listening to this guy, this big guy. And the fact that it was just the three of us, the bad thing is there was no way we could leave the room, because it was just three of us. I mean, you can't run out of a meeting if it's just three of you. Now we have hundreds of people on this session, almost 200 right now. And you can knock off anytime and nobody will know. And that's the bad thing. I mean, you knock off, you miss out. And for me, because I had no choice, I had to stay. I had to remain on the meeting from the beginning until the end. And that was a blessing in disguise to me, because at the end of that meeting, I felt that I've actually bumped into an opportunity that can transform my life. But in all honesty, throughout that session, throughout that presentation, a lot of things were going on in my mind throughout that presentation. At some point I was getting excited. At some point I was feeling like, wow, this is something that I can use to make me progress in life. This is something that I can use to make me reach my dreams. So at some point, I was getting excited and I was seeing it all. And then at some point, I was getting a little bit skeptic. I was like, no, this can't be real. I mean, if it is, as they say, then why isn't everybody doing it? Why wouldn't everybody do something that offers assurance in achieving success? I mean, why wouldn't everybody doing so? So a lot of things were going on in my mind. And I believe if you're a guest here on this meeting this evening, you'll probably have moments where you'll be excited and feeling like, wow, this is my opportunity. And I promise you, there will be moments that you might doubt, and you might doubt me, the speaker. I can tell you, I doubted that guy that day was doing the presentation. And you know what? Funny thing and true story. He was doing a presentation, presenting a big company and a big opportunity. And he was using a very old laptop. And that laptop, the battery was dead. And I knew the battery was dead because somewhere along the way, he moved the power cable and the laptop went off. And I was a computer science student back then, 2007. So I'm like, if this guy is talking all these big things, why can't he even afford a decent laptop? I mean, this thing is not making sense. So maybe you might even doubt me at some point as I'm presenting this, which is totally fine, I understand. I mean, I doubted the presenter that day. And at some point, I doubted the opportunity. I was like, is this opportunity real? And if it's real, can I really count on it? Will it be there 10 years down the line? Can it really be an opportunity that can take care not just of me, that can take care of my children and my grandchildren? Can I really lean on this opportunity? Can I really bank my life on this opportunity? Can I really say this is the opportunity? So I doubted the opportunity. And of course, at some point, I doubted myself. As the presentation was going on, and the testimonies that were being shown, I confirmed, like this is something real and this is something that has already worked for so many people. But then the major, big, tough question came, will it work for me? And that really, really, came straight on my face. Like, will this business work for me? So all the doubts now shifted to me. Do I have what it takes? I mean, it looked like it's a business that required you to talk a lot, to have so many people around you. And as a young guy, back then I was just 24 years old. As a young guy, I looked at people around me and I didn't see much. So I didn't see myself fit into the opportunity. I really doubted myself. And I remember leaving that presentation a little bit confused. A part of me is so excited. A part of me is saying, you know what, Enos, go for this. This can be the opportunity. And then there's this whole other part of me which is saying, Enos, you are crazy. This cannot work for you. Maybe it can work for them. And in 2007, when they were presenting to us, they would show us testimony that have succeeded from South Africa, from Nigeria, and from the Western countries. None from Tanzania. And I'm in Tanzania there. I asked, where is the office? The office does not exist. So I had so many doubts. I went back home. I was a young guy back then. I went back home. I shared the business with my parents. And my mom was the first person to really, really, bust my bubble. She told me, okay, my son, I understand you've been into this meeting. I've been in such meetings and I've done such businesses and they never worked. And she was talking to me and your mom, me, your mom, I'm aggressive. I've got so many people. So if I could not make it work, I'm sure you cannot make it. So why don't you just focus on your studies? And by the way, you're on your final year. Imagine I was getting introduced when I was on my final year at the university, our final semester. So she had all the good reason to tell me, you know what? Just finish your studies first. Just the final semester. After that, you can work, you can do whatever. But you see, there was a seed that was planted inside of me in that presentation. And that voice inside of me, it kept talking to me like, Enos, don't let go of this opportunity. And I thank God that I chose to say, you know what, I'll go for it. So I went for it. Even with all the worries and all the doubts and all the unsuredness, but I still went for it. So I started the business 2007, January, my final year at the university. I jumped in. I didn't have the money, so I had to borrow from people that were close to me. I just borrowed. They didn't really like lend me with an interest on it. I just borrowed them, and I told them within 1 month, I'm going to return the money. So I borrowed money. I got started. And luckily, I tell you luckily, because sometimes success is hard work plus a little bit of luck. I attended one business training, and the guru, is a multi-millionaire from Tanzania. He was saying that success requires 3.5 things. And I was curious to know, what is that half? He said that half is luck. So I was lucky. I mean, I did the work, but I was also lucky. I got customers, I sold, and the business started to take off. And after like 5 months, I had reached a level which was quite inspiring for the people around me. And guess what happened? The first person that really busted my bubble and told me that it won't work, that my style was my mom. She also joined, and she started as well, and she went on. Understand, if you're your investment too, is an assurance that you will make steps for yourself. You will definitely live a better person. And I'm saying that because I don't understand. I don't know why you are in this meeting. Maybe you've joined this meeting because you want to grow financially. Maybe you've joined in this meeting because you want to grow as a person. Whatever it is that pulled you to say, you know what, I'm going to click that link and join that Zoom. This is my story. So I did the business when I was still studying as a student. I did it part-time. And then I graduated. I went to work for Vodacom, and Vodacom is the biggest telecom company in Tanzania. So as a computer science graduate to work for Vodacom, I mean, it's like you've got it, It was a good job, at least from the people outside. People look at you and say, you know what? You've got a good job, and I thank God for that. But clearly, it was obvious that there's no way I was going to reach my dreams through my job at Vodacom. So I only had two options. I either forget about my dreams, or I look for another opportunity that can get me there. So I said, I'm not going to give up on my dreams. I look for opportunities. And sometimes we are looking for answers which are already in our hands. And I was asking myself, what can I do? And it dawned on me, like straight on my face, like, Enos, you already have an opportunity here which is limitless. Why not go for it? So I decided to really go for it. And I remember when I was employed, I would put 2 hours a day into the business, 2 hours a day, 1 hour during lunch, 1 hour when I knock off the office, every day, 2 hours. And that is not easy, I can assure you, because sometimes you are tired, you just want to go home and rest, but you realize, no, I'm committed to building my business. So you have to go do it. Sometimes you're not excited. Maybe you have faced a lot of setbacks from the day before, and that it's a brand new day, and you still need to push your business. You do it. You still need to be committed. There's a difference between building a business sometime versus building a business part-time. And what we offer you is an opportunity for you to work with us part-time, where you can put in 1 hour a day. Some cannot even afford to get 1 hour a day. But if you can find about 4 hours a week, they're more than enough for you to work with us. And you can create a business that can earn you a decent part-time income. And that's the power that's in our business. So I built it part-time, 2 hours a day for like 9 months. And then in 9 months, those 2 hours started paying me ridiculously more than my salary. So I resigned in 2008. I resigned as a young guy, and it wasn't easy. 25-year-old young guy, leaving Vodacom, leaving my career, leaving my degree, my Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, after I've worked for it for only 9 months, moving into business full time. But it was easy for me to resign because I had already built a successful business part-time that was paying me more than 10 times my salary. Now, think about it, my friend. If you're employed right now and you have a business part-time that's paying you 10 times your salary, I can assure you won't even need to ask for advice from anybody. you'll just go for it. And that's what I did. So 2008, I went full-time into the business. And from 2008 up to now, I've been full-time in the business. And one of the biggest things that we do is we coach people, we mentor people, we give a platform for people to establish a part-time business. Yes, this part-time business can, evolve into a full-time career. Yes, it can start from an extra income and it can evolve into being your major income. It has happened to me. It has happened to so many people. It has happened to, people just like you that said, you know what, let me just give it a go, and only to find out that it can actually get them to the life that they want. So on this meeting today, it will be a mix of many things. I mean, we'll be sharing our own experiences. I'll be sharing part of my struggles as well, because I've shortened the story and it looks like, wow, it was an easy success. But no, in between there, lots of disappointments, lots of struggles, and I will be sharing them as we go on in the meeting. But the major thing that I want to show you first is why should you even believe in what we are doing? Why should you even trust what we are doing? And I'm going to share my screen here so that we can be able to see what we have, the opportunity that we are bringing to you. And for the guests that you've tuned in, I can see now we're almost 300 people. And when I started, we were around, we were close to 200 people. So we probably have an extra 100 people that have tuned in. Guys, congratulations to everybody that's tuned in. And if you have just tuned in, you haven't missed much. I've just shared a little bit of my story, benefit from this opportunity, because somebody thought that you can actually benefit with this business, and that's why that person has invited you here. And that's me, guys. Is for some reason I'm not looking handsome enough on the video there. You can now see me better on that nicely polished photo there. You can see me better there. So all in all, guys, for me, it started part-time, and I believe in the power of part-time. And I believe in the fact that you don't have to stop anything that you are doing now. You can just inject a bit of your time into the opportunity that we'll share with you, and it can generate for you a small part-time income. But I can promise you, if you will stick with it, it can grow into even a full-time career. Now, let me not scare you by saying that it can grow into a full-time career and get you to think like you might need to stop completely what you're doing and work with us 100%, work on your business 100%. That will only come by choice. I mean, you'll get to decide yourself along the way. I made that decision in 2008. I left my job. I went to business full-time, and I started to expand into so many other countries. And I remember the first country that I expanded to 2008 was Zambia. So I went to Zambia 2008. And when I started building my business in Zambia, it wasn't easy. I remember I used to go there almost every month. I would spend about 5 days to 1 week in Zambia for one full year. But after that, I left Zambia. I'd never gone back to Zambia for like 4 or 5 years. But I can tell you, on monthly basis, the effort that I'd put to build my business in Zambia on monthly basis back then, now it's a lot more, but back then, it was earning me, if I put it in dollars, somewhere between $800 to $1,000 a month. And maybe, I know for the guys in Nigeria, that's not the kind of money that will excite a Nigerian. I know you want bigger figures, but I want you to understand the power is in the fact that you can build a business and be away from that business for years and still continue to earn. And I went on to expand to other countries. I went to expand to Burundi, and now my major countries. I mean, in my business has expanded to a number of countries, but some of my major countries, of course, my home country, Tanzania. I have a business in Kenya, big business in Burundi, in Zambia, in South Africa right now, in Namibia, in the US a little bit, and Canada, tiny bit, and Australia is really picking up. I also have my business has branched out to Australia as well. Now, me sharing all that shouldn't even make you think that maybe I'm some sort of of a business guru. No, guys, we have a platform that can literally help anyone, start a business, with baby steps, and grow it into a massive, massive, massive fortune. And this is what we are going to share with you. So the company that we are working with, maybe you know a little bit about it. Maybe it is something that is brand new to you. The company that we are working with, Forever Living Products. In the world of technology nowadays, most likely you have seen it around. Maybe you have seen someone doing it. Maybe you have seen someone failing at it. Maybe you've seen someone succeeding at it. Maybe you have questioned yourself whether you can be able to build your business with Forever or not. But tonight you'll get an opportunity to get concrete information about how Forever operates so that you can be able to make a decision. And before you make a decision, it's important you get information from a reputable source. And for me, you should get information from someone that is experienced and also successful. And if you get information from someone that is not experienced or someone that is not successful, you'll miss out on a lot of nuggets that you could have used or you could have seen that could have made you see how you can actually become successful with Forever Living Products. So my life has transformed tremendously. The past 17 years I've been with Forever has been amazing. Now, for the guests that you are in the meeting, why should you even think about doing business with Forever? Before you do business with anyone, the first question you need to ask yourself is, can I trust that person? Now, I'm not talking about the person that invited you to this meeting, because as a matter of fact, when you decide to work with Forever, you're not working with the person that invited you here. No. You are given an opportunity to work with Forever directly. As a company, they give you an opportunity to be directly their partner. So when it comes to products purchasing, when it comes to building your business, you'll be working directly with Forever. So the question to ask is, can I trust Forever? What has given me, one of the things that has given me the reason to say, you know what, I can lean on Forever. I'm a family man. I mean, I'm married, one wife, blessed with 3 amazing, amazing, amazing children. So I don't joke around when it comes to finances. I mean, that financial pillar in my family is super, super important. So the fact that for the past 15 years, I have decided to laser focus, on Forever Living Products 100%, there's a reason. And for the guests that you are here, I'm not telling you to laser focus on Forever, but let me give you reasons why you should not miss out on this opportunity, why you can trust Forever. Because if you can trust it, then everything else won't matter. Last year we were celebrating 45 years of Forever, last year. So this year, Forever in May will be turning 46 years, guys. So you will be doing business with a company that has been there for 46 years. Started in the US, expanded to over 167 countries around the world. 167. That means in very few years, we will be literally on every country in the world. Now, what should that tell you? Number one, the products that Forever makes have been approved in over 167 countries around the world. The business model that Forever uses has been approved in over 167 countries around the world. The market, this is key, guys. You might have a brilliant product, but there's no market for it. The market for these products is feasible in over 167 countries around the world. So you are definitely, getting into a business that gives you assurance when it comes to market. And the fact that Forever deals with health and beauty, the wellness industry is big, and it will continue to get bigger and bigger. I was watching the short interview of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon, and he doesn't need to know you, but it's important you know Jeff Bezos. So he was saying that most of the times when he goes for sessions, when he's training people always ask him like, okay, Jeff Bezos, you're smart, you've created a massive business here. So can you give us some tips? Can you give us some tips on what is going to change in the world of business? Let's say in the next 5-10 years, what is going to change? What is the new thing that is coming in the next 5 to 10 years so that we can be able to get into it and benefit from that? And he says he gets that question so many times, which is an okay question. But he says, sadly, he never gets the most important question. And the most important question is not which business is going to change in the next 10 years so that you can maximize, but rather the most important question is which business is not going to change in the next 10 years. With that, it means if you get in that business, you are assured in the next 10 years, you will still be in business. And it's without a doubt, the health and beauty industry in the next not even 10 years, 1,000 years to come, we will still be in business. So that gives you the confidence and the assurance that, you know what, I will be banking in a business or rather in a company that makes products that will give me an assurance of the market in I don't know how many years to come. Now, what Forever Living Products does is they give you an opportunity to participate in a way that you can build a business according to the way the world has changed. You know, the world of business changes a lot. And a lot of changes have been seen in the world of business. We see that happening so many times. We see that happening so many times. The world of business is changing. And because the world of business is changing, you need to align yourself according to the realities that we have right now. You need to align yourself according to the realities that we have right now. In the past, years ago, you know, people who invented something became the millionaires and the billionaires years ago. And then later on, it was not about who invented what, it was rather who made a cheaper product. They made the most money. But today, the world of business is moving now. The new opportunity is now moving from manufacturing. The new opportunity is now moving to distribution. I just mentioned Jeff Bezos from Amazon, who was one of the richest people in the world. He has actually been the number one, the richest person in the world, you know, for a number of times. Now, if you look at Jeff Bezos, who is the founder of Amazon, he became a multi-billionaire not by manufacturing anything, by simply distributing. He started a website called Amazon.com, and then he started distributing. He started linking consumers middle there, and boom, he became a billion business. But the starting point business model that can work for you today, you need to start thinking about distribution. If you look at Alibaba, Jack Ma, who is the founder of Alibaba, one of the richest billionaire. And what is Alibaba? Website. It's a website. So today, individuals to get into business. Now, the business, and it gives you an opportunity products from Forever. So essentially, Forever makes these products mainly from aloe vera, which is brilliant. You know, they've picked a plant which has been in the history, you know, aloe vera. And the fact that people have been using aloe vera for so many years, it gives you an opportunity to see that you won't be getting into a trendy business. But so from aloe vera, you know, Forever makes a whole different types of products. To help you with looking good and also to help you outside your body and also inside your body. Now, when you're thinking about starting a business, something you can create your own product, but today distribution is what is the most profitable business you can think about today is distribution, own distribution business. So they make the products, they make sure that the products are high quality. They make sure that they bring you products which has got a products that are actually, in fact, to the extent that using these products, and that gives you the confidence as a business person, as a distributor. When you go out marketing your products, you go there, with all the confidence, because these products, the society today. If you think about the society today, literally almost everybody you meet today either wants to feel better or they want to look good. Almost everybody you meet. So if you have product, people look good, definitely you have got a wide market there waiting for you. And also, if you look at the part of health, what is the biggest challenge today? The biggest challenge today with our health is not even HIV/AIDS anymore. I'm sure people don't talk about HIV/AIDS. Biggest challenges when it comes to health are actually the non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases. You talk about hypertension. You talk about obesity. Obesity is now a disease, guys. You talk about cardiovascular diseases. They are the number one killer when it comes to non-communicable diseases. Those are the diseases and the health challenges that have entered into our homes. And literally almost everybody listening here, has someone close, maybe a little bit close or very close, that is already a victim of some of those non-communicable diseases and a lot more. So when Forever bring products that can help your body reduce the risk of you becoming a victim of such non-communicable diseases, they put you in a spot whereby you've got people to help out there. We've got people waiting for us. If you talk about reproductive health, we are highly challenged there on the reproductive health. Ladies have got their challenges when it comes to reproductive health. For us men, we all know our challenge. There's only one, only one, or maybe I can say two. One, prostate health for all the men. Once you hit 30, you're already starting to be at risk with having issues with the prostate. When you reach 40, you have a 40% chance of developing prostate issues. It might not go into prostate cancer, but you have a chance of developing prostate issue when you reach 40. Now, how many 40-year-olds do you know about today? If we have products that can help with the prostate health, you've got people to help there. And at the same time, if you think about it business-wise, you've got a market potential there. You've got customers there waiting for you. If you talk about reproductive health for the ladies, we know the challenges that our sisters and our aunts and our mothers sometimes go through when it comes to reproductive health. And it used to be an issue of, elderly women, but now, at very young age, we are seeing our young sisters, we hear about it. They're having issues on their reproductive health. They get infections, urinary tract infection, UTIs. It keeps coming. Why? Because the urinary tract, is not fed with the proper nutrients that can help boost its immunity so that it can fight the infections better. So many ladies today, they're having issues with their menstruals. So many. They're not getting it as regular as it should. And some of them, they fail to conceive. And I know that firsthand because my wife had a condition called, and she's a doctor. So she had a condition called PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which makes it very difficult to conceive. And she knew of the condition when she was still a student, as a medical student. And she did all the checkups and, the doctor said it plainly. It as a doctor, this is something that is not curable. And just know it's going to be very difficult for you to conceive. And they were right. So we got married, and the first 4 years, we didn't have a child. And then when it got to a point where we said, okay, now we want to start a family, we thank God that we were in Forever. So we went to use the products, and we have got brilliant, amazing products for reproductive health. And we used the products for about 2 months, and glory to God. Our firstborn came, very giant, handsome boy. And then the second one came by surprise. Our firstborn is now 7, and the second one is 6 years old. So the second one came by surprise because we're thinking like, okay, maybe we need to get to use the products again so that she can conceive. But actually, for our case, I mean, her situation was completely sorted with the products. So after the second one came by surprise, then we started being careful, and now we've got three. I believe we are done. She knows, she can say that better than me. I just believe we are done. And you know, for us, that was, I mean, even if Forever didn't give us money or anything else, I mean, that could have been enough. And we have helped other families as well. And I remember like almost a month ago, I took my boys to play football, and a lady approached me very excitedly. Hi, Mr. Enos. Said, I know you don't know me, but I know your wife. And she took her phone. She took her phone and then she showed me, you know what? You see this 1-year-old beautiful boy? This is because of your wife. And for her, apparently, she got her first child. Then she went on to use contraceptives, so messed up the hormones and everything. So she stayed like 6 years unable to conceive. And she met my wife just online on Instagram, guys. Can you believe you meet someone online and they introduce you to food supplements, and then she used the products, and wow, now finally she got her last one that she wanted. When I think about this business, I mean, it goes way beyond money. Sometimes when I talk about these products, they're very dear to me. And we have got amazing products, guys, here. I mean, if you go into our personal care products, the toothpaste, the soaps, the deodorants, I know we are all using these products, and Forever is helping you to change into not just a better brand, but a safer brand, a brand that does not use any harsh chemicals into any of its products. So when you talk about impacting your own health, I mean, it starts with you getting the right things inside your body. Now, when I look at it from the business perspective, I mean, we are surrounded by people that need these products. And we have a job, me and you, to get these products out there to the market. It's a responsibility, guys. If you talk about the skincare industry, I mean, let's think business, guys. I mean, skincare industry on its own, big major industry on its own, guys. This is a multi-million, if not $1 billion industry, skincare industry. So when Forever brings you high quality skincare products, they know there's a market for it. And you are given an opportunity to build your own distribution business without having to worry about which product to deal with, the manufacturing. You don't need to worry about that. They come straight to you, high quality, a brand that you can actually trust, a brand that has, proven track record, that people have used it and they've gotten results. And we have people that are also building massive business only using our skincare products. And sometimes to market our product is as simple as simply putting a testimony of someone that has actually used the products and gotten tremendous results from it, and you can sell just like that. I mean, we have people from all over the world, all over Africa, that are benefiting from these products. And I talk a lot about the skincare industry as well, because I know it is big, and I know we have an opportunity, guys, to build a business around that. I mean, if you are to sell something, why not sell something that's actually going to help someone's health? Let me finish up with the last part. I know we can talk about these products, I mean, all day, because they're simply amazing. The last part of the product that I want to talk about are the weight loss products. We have got amazing products when it comes to weight management, whether you want to gain weight, whether you want to lose weight, and the results people have gotten, simply incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, everybody that wants to lose weight, they ask themselves two questions. Number one, whatever you're telling me, does it work? Number two, is it safe? So people come to us because they know the products work. And number two, it's a brand that they can trust. I mean, it's a brand that distributes products over 167 countries for 46 good years. I mean, you can trust that brand. I mean, you don't need to be a scientist. It needs no brain. You don't need to be a genius to know that this is a brand that's actually working. So if you think about it business-wise, you have access to all of these products. Now, the way our business model works, we don't use the normal business model that we are used to. Normally, when a product comes from a manufacturer, it goes to maybe a big distributor, and then to the wholesaler, and then to the retailer, and then to the end user, where everybody in between there gets a little bit of profit. And this is the way distribution has been done for maybe as long as we can remember, thousands and thousands of years. This is how distribution has been done. Now, Forever uses a network marketing model, which is a different way of doing business. It's a new business model. It's a model that comes with tremendous benefits, whereby you are given an opportunity to buy directly from the company, and you get to enjoy them yourself, the products, and then you also have an opportunity to retail the products. Now, when you hear retail, some of you, when you hear retail, right away your brain shuts down like, okay, this is selling. I can't sell. I've never sold. I cannot imagine myself knocking into people's door and trying to sell things to them. I cannot imagine calling and convincing my friends to buy things. No, we don't sell like that. What we do is we share people's experience. We share results, and people get interested. And if they ask, we give them information and they make decision. So we help them make informed decision. So when you join in the business, when you choose to be a distributor of Forever, when you choose to build your business with Forever, you'll be buying your products directly from the company, not from the person that invited you here, not from me, directly from the company. You'll be selling directly to the end user. Our role will be to show you how you can actually generate customers. That will be our role. Our role will be to show you where you can get these customers. And let me help you there a little bit. We'll help you get customers from two categories. Category number one is the people you know, your friends, your colleagues, people you studied with, people you pray with, your neighbors, everybody on your contact list, people that you have connected with on social media. Those are the people that you know. Now, I know some of you, when you think about the people you know, you go a little bit crazy and say, oh my God, Enos, you don't know my people. My people, if I tell them to buy something, they'll stop taking my calls. Now, don't worry, if they all say that, it's okay. Because we're not just going to help you get customers from the people you know. We're also going to help you get customers from people you don't know, brand new people. And for anybody that has done any business, you'll agree with me, there's no way you can start a business and it only depends on your friends and relatives and colleagues. No, you're not going to build a big business that way. And we will show you how you can sell from the people you know and people that you don't even know. And this will be the first thing that we're going to help you with. Now, when you start marketing the products, you'll be making money. You'll see the opportunity. And Forever understands one thing. You see, on your own, you cannot finish all the people. On your own, you cannot reach out to everybody. Imagine Forever has been there since 1978, and up to today, we are still looking for distributors. I mean, the market is way too big. We cannot finish the market. On your own, you are in I've seen a lot of people from Port Harcourt, right? You cannot finish everybody there. You cannot finish everybody in Lagos. You cannot finish everybody in Nairobi, in South Africa, in Lusaka. You cannot. So as a producer, Forever, as manufacturers, they know the only way for them to get more customers is not by pushing you to sell more. No, you sell what you can, and then they give you an opportunity to bring in more distributors. So when you start to bring in more distributors, you've brought your friend, your colleague, your relative, whoever you bring in, they will be buying directly from Forever, not from you. The only people buying from you are the customers. And when they go to buy, Forever will need to know who invited them to Forever. So then they will be registered through you. They will be registered through you. They are not under you. They are not your employees. They are not your, people you push around. No, 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 no. They are their own bosses. They are CEOs of their own distribution businesses. So my friend, any guest that you have joined here, when you join the business, you're not joining here to be under anybody. No, you are joining here to be your own boss. The good thing, you'll have people that have come before you that will come with their experience, and they will be watching over you. They will be supporting you. And you know why they'll do all that? Not because Forever is full of angelic people, not because we are, favored by God to have the best hearts, but business-wise, the people that have come before you, they want you to grow. They need you to grow so that they can also grow. And that creates a very good teamwork. That gives you an assurance. As a guest listening here, that gives you an assurance like, you know what? Even if I won't understand everything, the only thing that I know for sure is the guys at the top, they want me to be successful. So you are covered. So you don't need to be sure, just get started. So these people, the people that you've brought in, they will also go sell to their customers. They'll enjoy their profit. And when they sell, it means they can come back and buy again. And every time they buy, you earn a commission out of that. So now you'll be earning two incomes. So yes, you'll have an opportunity to make quick money. You buy and sell the products, but also you'll be building a residual income here. You'll be building here an income that can take care of you when you cannot work. You'll be building here an income that is inheritable, because the day you are gone, one day we'll all be gone. One day we'll all be gone. Sadly, but one day we'll all be gone. Someone is going to inherit your position. And that team that you've built will continue to benefit that person. I mean, when I heard that, I said, oh my gosh, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I be in a business that will outlive me? And when you build a team, you get to benefit that way. So you have an opportunity with Forever where you can actually be a retailer, you sell the products, but also you can recruit other people into the business, and they will go and sell also to their customers. They will go also and sell to their people. So they will make their money, you'll make your money. And whether you're just in for recruiting or you'll be in for, I mean, whether you're just in for selling or selling and recruiting, you will still be benefiting a lot from this business. And one thing that I can assure you, I've seen it with my own eyes, how very young people, I'll share with you a few success stories here, how very young people, by just retailing these products, I mean, they've moved from grass to grace. I mean, serious struggling, serious humble beginnings. Now, I'm going to share a few simple stories here, very short stories of people that have actually built their retail business, and they've managed to take care of most of the important things that they wish to have in their lives. This young guy here from Tanzania called Venance. Venance, he only ended at Form 4 is like the O-level studies. He ended there. He couldn't study. He couldn't finish his studies. He's coming from the villages, and he couldn't finish his studies, so he started doing farming, that small-scale farming. He then moved to Dar es Salaam, city center, trying to make some money for himself. And then he started doing small jobs here and there. Those day workers, people who wake up in the morning and they go out in the streets and hustle so that they can just have something to eat on that particular day. This is Venance. I mean, he used to sell SIM cards in the streets. I mean, I know when you move around, you see these young kids selling things in the streets. That was Venance. He came from there. And then one day he met Forever. And he met Forever. He was like, oh my God, this is something that can really help me. But biggest challenge to him was, where will I get my customers? I mean, he's looking at the people around him. They can hardly afford 3 meals. How can they even afford a $10 product? I mean, he looked at people around. He said, there's no way I'm going to make it. The good thing, he was willing to learn. So he was coached how he can actually be able to build a business online. And he built a very successful online business. He actually markets weight loss programs. He markets weight loss programs, and he makes a good profit. From his Instagram page, this is in Tanzanian shillings. I had a slide here with showing Naira. Maybe it's on, wait a minute. Oh yeah, this should be the one. Yeah. So he has an Instagram page, and he makes over 800,000 Naira in profit. Instagram, 100% online, selling to people that he does not even know. This is someone that was selling SIM cards in the streets. Now, I know, 860,000 Naira a month. This is not the kind of money that you're looking for, I know, but he's making that money. Can you imagine that? 100% online. Good, serious income. So with Forever, I mean, we are seeing how people are making serious good income online, 100%, and buying, you can imagine that they're selling to people that they don't even know. 2022, this young guy, he managed to save 11 million Tanzanian shillings. This is somewhere around $4,000. If someone can help me convert that into Naira, about $4,000. Someone that was selling SIM cards in the streets. Amazing transformation, I can tell you. And he made that, marketing the products to people that he does not even know. And one of the things that he did last year, 2023, towards the end of the year, the house that you're seeing there is the house that he was born at. It's the house that his mom was staying. His dad passed away a long time ago, so his mother was staying there. And last year, he managed to build a new house for his mom. And for me, that was like, wow. When I saw this project, I said, okay, now I understand why this guy is so focused. He spent the whole of 2022 retailing products, saving money, and end of 2023, he built a house for his mom. Now, I know this is not a mansion that you want to live, but let me ask you, I mean, how many of you here would be so happy and you'll sleep better if you could have done something similar for your parents? Maybe you wish to buy a car for your mom or for your dad. Maybe you wish to take them for a vacation. Maybe they're okay financially, but you want to do something for them. This is a young guy who I think is probably in his early 20s. And right now, I mean, he is financially stable. He's financially stable. He is moving on, very serious in his business. In January, he bought his first laptop. Now, I know some of you have got this even for your kids, these laptops, but this is someone that was selling SIM cards in the streets. And now, why is he even buying a laptop? Because he's thinking how he can build now a much bigger business. And with technology nowadays, I mean, there is no limit to what we can do. We can achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve. So when we talk about the market potential for the products, we know the potential is there. We have employees. We have employees that are doing well. This is a lady that joined the business in 2017. Her first year in the business, she managed to save 10 million Tanzanian shillings. That in USD, maybe about 4,500 US dollars, somewhere there. First year in the business. After 2.5 years, part-time, and she's still employed. She has a crazy job. I mean, she stays in the office up to 8, 9, and she's building her business part-time, and the results are tremendous. In 2.5 years, she bought the car that she wanted. She saw this car from a friend that came from abroad, and since then, she fell in love with it, and she said, you know what? I want to buy this car. Now, I know this might not be your dream car. And I want to ask you a question. Everybody that's in the meeting, how many of us here, we have a dream car? Do you have a dream car? I know some of you, especially ladies, you don't know the name of your dream car. But if you know the name of your dream car, can you put it in the chat? I just want to see, what are our dream cars, guys. And I want to tell you something, guys. That dream car which you have in your mind right now, in your heart right now, go find a picture of it, print it out, stick it somewhere, put it on your phone. I can see amazing dream cars here. I see Range Rovers, I see Jeep, I see Lexus, I see lots of Range Rovers and Mercedes Benzes. Another one is black Range Rover Vogue. I see Discovery, Mercedes Benz, Nissan Kicks, Mercedes-Benz, Fortuner, Range Rover, Range Rover, Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, lots and lots of amazing dream cars, guys. And I want to tell you one thing, guys, that dream which you have right now, hold on to it, because one day it will come to pass. One day it will. I know that for sure. I used to have a dream car. It was a Discovery 3. That was my dream car. And I connected with that car. One day we went for a company convention, and the founder of the company came in, in a Discovery 3, and I looked at it and I said, wow, I love this car. So Discovery 3, I printed a picture of it. I started telling people about it that, guys, that's my dream car. That's my dream car, Discovery 3. And people would see it somewhere, and they will sometimes call me or text me like, hey, Enos, I'm seeing your dream car here in front of me, and for me, I was like, amen, amen. Keep saying it. And it moved from Discovery 3. I could not reach the dream. It moved to Discovery 4. And that's when the dream came true. And I remember 2013. 2013, it was my, I joined 2007. That was my 6th year in the business. So after building the business for 6 years, I can still remember that day. I walked into the Range Rover showroom. And as a young guy, dressed just casually, even the salespeople, they weren't really, excited to come and greet me or anything like that. And then I started to ask about cars, and then I went to the Discovery, and I said, wow, I love this car. It's my dream car. And I could see on their face looking at me like, it's okay to have dreams, young man, but these things are not very easy. And I told them, you know what, I want to get this car. can I get an invoice? And they did an invoice, and I made my first payment. And when the next time I went there, you walk in and they come running to you. And that day, when I'd done my full payment, and then that day when I was walking out of that showroom, driving it, and I felt like I needed maybe a traffic police to come and stop everybody else. And I felt like everybody's trying to scratch me, and the feeling was amazing. And then up to today, I still have it. So I wanna say to you with assurance, that dream which you have, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it, because all you need is you and the right opportunity, because God is already blessing you. You being in this meeting here, God is already blessed. I mean, why in the world would you be in a meeting which offers you a limitless opportunity if God doesn't want you to be the best version of yourself? I mean, if God didn't want you to be in this meeting, he could have even killed the internet in your hometown so that you miss out on this meeting. So amazing people. We are here, yes, to inspire each other, but we're also here to show us the way, to show how we can get started. And you will decide how far you want to go with the business. You can just retail the products and you can make an okay income. You can make an okay income. But if you choose to say, you know what, I'm going to go into also building a team, that opens up a whole new, bigger opportunity for yourself. And why not? I mean, they say if you're going to dream, then why not dream big? The energy to dream small and dreaming big is all the same. So bring more people into the business, build that team, because everybody that will be coming into your team will also channel out and bring some more people into the team. And that opens up a whole new thing. Now, I want to talk about some challenges that you're going to face when you're building a team. And I'm not trying to burst the bubble here, but what I want you to know and see is to get into this business, knowing that it's a business, knowing that there will be work. You're going to sweat, you're going to face challenges. And let me tell you something. When I was building my business, even up to today, our numbers in Forever, our normal averages is if you talk to 10 people, expect only one will say yes. 9 will say no. Let me say that again, loud and clear. If you introduce 10 people to this meeting, to this business, 9 will say no, and only 1 will say yes. Now that is that's a bitter pill to swallow. It is not easy to go through 9 people saying no, only to get 1 person to say yes. It is not easy. It's painful. And you know how people sometimes say no. Some they say no and they tell you to stop. Some they say no and they tell you to stop, and they tell your friends to also tell you to stop. Some they just stop picking up your calls. That's the way they say no. Some they will laugh at you. That's the way they say no. Some they will ridicule. That's the way they say no. But all in all, it's a tough experience. And I could remember, the times when I would sit with someone, do a full presentation, and someone would say no, and I would feel like, wow, I really thought you'd say yes. In my mind, I'm thinking, this person has said no. Oof, painful, but you need to move on. You move on to the next person, to the next person. I decided to change my mind and saying, you know what? Let me not focus about these 9 people that are saying no. Let me focus on that one person that's going to say yes. As a matter of fact, when someone says no, let me find a way to take it positively. Let me say, you know what? One person has said no. I only have 8 to go. Another person has said no, only 7 to go. Let me change my mind towards it so that I can continue. And I did that. I would speak to 2 people a day. That's over 50 people a month. That means if I had spoken to 50 people in a month, 45 would have said no. Some are my friends there, some are my relatives, some are my bosses in the office, some are people that I look up to. 45 of them saying no, and only 5 saying yes. But guess what? Those 5 people that join, in a short time, they're also going to bring their people. Those 5 people, one day, they'll also have their 5 people. That's 25 people that have joined my team. I had only brought 5, but now I have a team of 30. 5 from me, 25 from my 5 people. Can you imagine what will happen when those 25 each bring 5? Because one day they will. That's 125 people. You don't want to imagine What happens when those 125 bring 5? That's 625 people. It gets crazy. It gets bigger than you can imagine. It can sometimes grow faster than you can imagine. And I've seen it happening to me. I've recruited people and they've gone to bring, literally, guys, and I'm talking literally, 1,000 people into their teams from that one person that I've brought in. I recruited a lady in Tanzania, and she built a massive team in Tanzania. And then she went on to build a massive team in Kenya. Massive team, guys. About 4 years ago, she moved to live in South Africa. She built a team in South Africa. I go to South Africa, but I had never gone to South Africa to build a business. Last year, when she moved to South Africa, she built a team in South Africa. She built a team in Namibia while she's in South Africa. One of the ladies she recruited in Namibia, in 2 years, she grew to become number 23 in the whole of Southern Africa. In the whole of Southern Africa, number 23. I had never known that lady in Namibia. It started with that one person that I brought in Tanzania. So when you talk about building a team, think bigger. Think big, my friend. This is not just about what you will do. It's also about what the people that will come in will do. And you have no idea what they can do. You have no idea. That same person, right now, as I'm speaking, she's in Zambia. She went to Zambia not to have fun. She went to Zambia for 1 full week. She's going to spend a full week there. And she is expanding her business in Zambia. From Zambia, she's going to go to Zimbabwe. And she's going to Zimbabwe to do what? Not to have fun. She's expanding her business in Zimbabwe. Can you imagine that one person has grown into bringing people from multiple countries? I mean, when we talk about building a team, guys, you won't sleep at night. When you think about how many people you know and how those people can translate into massive businesses, guys, I don't know what other opportunity that can do what Forever is doing. So why not go for it? And that's why we say your dreams are valid. When we say that dream car, hold on to it. We tell you to hold on to it, not because you can get there on your own. We tell you to hold on to it because even you don't know what can be possible in your business. Even you don't know, because this is not a business that you're going to build on your own. It can grow much bigger than that. Even you don't know. So keep that dream and we'll show you the plan. And as you're building this business, I can assure you, after some time, you'll start to see things happening. I've seen things happening in my team. I've seen things happening with people around the world, in the world of Forever. And I always like to talk about these young guys that are so inspiring, guys. Super inspiring. I always like to talk about them because, I mean, most of them, I see them joining the business. You know, I see them coming in. No offense, but, you know, looking shabby, not hopeless. They had hopes, but no strategy, no plan. And they meet Forever and everything changes for them. I mean, we have so many such stories, guys. We have university students that are paying for their own school fees, tuition fees. They are taking care of their parents. They are paying for their siblings, university student. We had a guy at he joined the business. First month in the business, he made $500. First month in the business. He came to share with us a story, his life story. Can you imagine, somewhere along the way in his life, he wanted to commit suicide. He wanted to commit suicide. Life was that tough to him. Luckily, it didn't go through. And today, he's in Forever. First month, $500. I mean, he's going places. Guys, we have got tremendous, amazing stories of people from all over Africa. I mean, smashing their goals. I bet some of those dream cars that you wrote, you are seeing them here. Because I saw Mercedes Benzes in the dream cars. I saw Range Rovers in the dream cars. I saw Lamborghinis in the dream car. I saw BMWs in the dream car list. They are already happening with Forever. We already have people that are living your dream with Forever. So why not you? if you love traveling. I mean, I remember when I was getting introduced to Forever, one of the thing that I was super skeptic about is when they started to talk about traveling. Honestly, it looked too good to be true, because I was like, okay, I'm selling the product, I'm making money, I'm bringing people, you are paying me a lot, and now you're telling me you'll also be giving me free vacations, fully paid for, and you choose whoever that you want to go with. My first trip, I qualified for my first trip, my first year in the business, and I picked my mother to go with to US, only to realize that in 1971, one of her dream, she had written down that dream, that goal in 1971. One of the goals she had was to go to the US. And that goal, that dream came to pass in 2008, 37 years later, through Forever, a business that when I started it, she was among those that said, don't do it. And she was doing it for a good reason, protecting me as her son. So, my friends, whether you believe you can travel for free or not, I can assure you, you will travel for free one day. And these travelings, they are amazing. I mean, they open your mind to the world. They get you to meet amazing people. You will be inspired by the people you're going to meet all over the world. I mean, why not? Every year we get to travel and we go to places that maybe they were not even in our bucket list. Maybe we do not even know of their existence. I mean, I never knew there was a place called Cancun, Mexico, until when Forever took us there. Isn't that crazy? That was 2015. And this was, I think, 2 years ago, Forever took us there again. Crazy lifestyle they're giving us. I mean, for married people, I mean, you need this. You need this. I mean, we all need these honeymoons to keep going. We don't need to stop after the one honeymoon we did right after the wedding. I mean, we need them to keep going. And you name it. I mean, I thank Forever. We have been to literally almost all the major places that one could think about. All the places that one could say, you know what? Somewhere along the way, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Maldives. Courtesy of Forever. If it wasn't for Forever, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say whether I would or I wouldn't. All I'm saying is I don't know. And we have now the luxury of traveling with even our kids. We travel with them. Beautiful, amazing experiences we get together. This was in Abu Dhabi. I think it was maybe about, I don't remember, maybe, I think it was 2022. I don't know, maybe about I think 2021, 3 years ago. And up to today, they still talk about the experience in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. They still talk about it. And we're excited. In a few weeks, we are going to India and we'll be going with them. I mean, we thank God for this, guys. We just thank God for this because we understand. We understand that it wasn't because we are so smart or we are the hardest working people. No, we just thank God, guys. This lifestyle that Forever can give you is next to none. So why not go for it? Go for it. This was last year in October. We were in Pattaya. Everything paid for by Forever. Having breakfast with such a view, you know, you eat just a little bit and then you're full. When I come back home, hey, you gotta eat. You gotta really eat for me to be full. But over there, I'm telling you, why not? Go for it. Now, I talked about a lady that was, built a business in South Africa. This is the lady, Veronica Kundia. When we were in Pattaya, she went there with her 2 daughters. Isn't that beautiful, guys? You start to expose your children to the limitless possibilities. Sometimes when we're having a chat with our children, true story, guys, today, when we went to church, I forgot money at home. So I had no money for offering. No money. My wife had traveled today. She went to another city to do a health talk presentation for Forever. So I was along with the kids, and then I go to church. I forgot money at home. So I had no money to give them. And then when we were driving back, my second born was saying, so Daddy, today you don't have money, right? So what you need to do is you have to work hard from today until next Sunday, so that next Sunday you can have money. Because he didn't know that I just forgot money. He thought I don't have money. And I'm like, wow, I love that. I love the fact that they understand that work hard and make money. And so many times this day, that has kind of gotten into them like, you know what? So many times they believe that they can just work hard and you can have whatever that you want. So guys, these trips, they expose us to limitless possibility. It is awesome. It is amazing, guys. And let me finish up with one final thing, guys. As you're building your forever business, you'll get to a point where you start to share profit with the company. And this is only for a few people that will be focused, only for a few people that will choose to truly maximize this business. You can share profit with a multi-billion-dollar company, guys. Isn't that amazing? And people that have gotten to sharing profit with the company, I mean, they've transformed their lives. Some, they've moved from living in small, tiny houses to serious mansions with this business. You know, this is a lady from Zambia. I mean, if all these people are doing it, I know we've got a lot of people from Nigeria here. I mean, if all these people are doing it in Tanzania, in Zambia, in Kenya, you know, I mean, you can imagine for Nigeria. Nigeria, you're the giants of Africa. You're the giants of Africa. For me, after South Africa is Nigeria. So, I mean, if we can do it, you can do it 10 times bigger. You can do it 10 times faster. Why not? We can all go for it. All these are people that have actually been participating on the chairman's bonus qualification, which gives you an opportunity to share profit with the company. And that opens up a whole new income level for you. This is a family from Tanzania. They built a serious mansion with forever. I mean, their story is simply amazing. They start very humble beginning into building a massive business. They really inspired us because we joined the business at more or less the same time, and seeing them, how they are actually achieving great things with the business, that really made me realize, like, wow, everything is possible. And if everything is possible, then why not? And for me, I use this business, yes, to have fun and everything, but it's also for me a source of capital that I can use to go and invest in so many other areas. So, and we invest in so many areas, in stocks, in bonds, we do shares, we do mutual funds, but we also do real estate. These are some of our real estate projects. And it's nice when you're the landlord, guys. It's so nice. So when you get to remind people to pay rent, it's amazing. You know, this was the dream car that I was talking about. 2013, this car came through. So, you know, now it's an old car, 11 years old, guys. Everything is possible, guys. I've seen how people move from humble beginning. This lady, she used to work as a customer care agent, from a customer care agent to owning serious investments. And last year, she was among 43 Tanzanians. She was among 43 Tanzanians that managed to invest in one of the most expensive projects in Dar es Salaam. She was among the 43 Tanzanians. And there was a ceremony, you know, that was broadcasted on national TV of handing keys to those 43 Tanzanians. And we had one of our own in that project also getting her key. And for me, it was like, wow, this is someone that I've seen joining the business and I've seen her growing. And today, you know, she's in a whole new level. If you talk about holding on to the dream, hold on to that dream, guys, because everything is possible. You will get to decide how far you want to go. You'll get to decide, you know, the life that you want to live, the lifestyle that you want to have for yourself and for the people around you. And I understand it might be sounding too good to be true, right? I understand that. But let me also remind you, it takes time, it takes effort. You need to be willing to put in the time and the effort. Be willing to learn, because this meeting is not going to make you an expert in forever. No, this meeting will just give you enough reasons to say, you know what, I want to be in this business. And the moment you say you want to be in this business, you're not going to learn how to build a business from this one presentation. No, we've got you. We have got a support system that is there to train you, to coach you, to work with you step by step. So yes, it's your own business. Yes, you're going to be your own boss. Yes, you're going to be the CEO of your new distribution business. But one thing is, you will not be on your own. There will be people that have gone before you that are there to show you, that are there to hold your hand so that you can be able to reach the levels that you want to reach, guys. So don't waste time. Don't hold yourself back. Get started. The process to get things started are very, very simple. Register the business, buy your starter pack. You can reach out to the person. I understand we have people from all over Africa here. So reach out to the person that invited you here, and they will tell you how much you can start with. And once you join, we will do with you what we call a planning session. And on that planning session, we'll want to know what are your goals. We'll share with you strategies so that you can get started the right way. And then after that, we will start to work with you. So this is not a business where we're going to train you and then we say all the best. No, no, no. We train you and we work with you. As a matter of fact, you will learn more as you are building the business. So every week we host trainings in person, we host trainings online. So definitely you will not be stranded not knowing where to start, amazing people. And with that said, guys, I want to welcome you all to our family. Let me welcome to our family, because definitely this is way beyond the business. This is way beyond money-making opportunity. You are joining a business whereby there will be people holding your hand. There will be people walking with you step by step until you get to the level that you want, until when you become independent. Amazing people. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. And in a very special way, I want to say thanks to Daniel for giving me an opportunity to be the main presenter on this meeting. And I want to say thanks to each and over 300 people that have been in the meeting from the time we started all the way until the end. I really salute you. And I want to tell you something. If you have made it this far, then you have qualified. You have qualified to be guided by one of our approved mentors and coaches. We have approved mentors and coaches. So somebody's going to reach out to you. As a guest, someone is going to reach out to you to show you how you can get started. And these are people that have been, they are approved as being able to coach and mentor you in getting started in the business. And when they reach out to you, you know, you can trust them. Go ahead with them. They will show you how you can get started. And definitely 2024 might be the year that you'll never start. So thank you so much, amazing people. And I wish you all a very beautiful Sunday. And I wish you all the very best in the decision that you're going to make. And I want to take the floor back to Daniel, who is our country manager for Nigeria. So Daniel, back to you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Enos, for that wonderful presentation. I know over 350 people that are present tonight, you've been blessed in different ways. Enos, I want to thank you so much, despite the fact that I know it's around almost 11, you're getting to 11 p.m. there, right? Thank you so much.
Yeah, like 20 plus 10, but no worries at all.
Thank you so much for finding time to present our business to all the wonderful and amazing guests that we have on this platform this evening. Like I said, we posted earlier, if you have questions, just put them on the question charts, the Q&A section. If we can go through it and see if it's something that we can take tonight. If not, like Enos rightly said, we have coaches that can put you through. Whoever invited you, you can just reach out to them either tonight or first thing tomorrow so that they can also put you through. They can put you through. Let me check and see if we have any question that we can take before Enos can go. So Enos, there's a question I want you to handle here, just briefly.
Sure.
It says, so without being a full-time member, how can I make income then?
Thank you so much for that brilliant question. And Forever is designed to work part-time. And it's designed to work part-time because, number one, all the systems that they have to support you building your business online, or even if it's not online, they can be done part-time, because it's not a business where you employ people so that you have to follow up on them from the morning to the evening. It's not a business where you have an outlet or a shop somewhere that you really have to be there. No. It's a business that you decide the time that you want to do it. Like my time could allow me. I had lunch break, so I could use my lunch. I had my 5 p.m. I knock off, I was free. I could use that. I remember I was working with a lady that was unavailable completely Monday to Saturday because she was working and then she was studying. She was doing her master's. So she only had Sunday, and she was a mom. So at least Sunday was the only time that she could be with her kids. So what I told her, you know what? Why don't we do a meeting in your home every Sunday? So we would do a small meeting in our home. And we started in the sitting room, just 2, 3 people. And then later on, she could add chairs, dining chairs. She would pull them into the sitting room, would have 8 people or so. And then later on, her Sunday meetings, and they were now done on our garage, where I would put the projector, and she would put like 15, 20 chairs there. Because even the people that she was recruiting, I mean, she was telling them, guys, I'm only working on Sunday. So on Sunday, come to my home, bring your people here. So it is very flexible. You will decide the hours that you want to use for the business. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Enos, for that very amazing answer. Like you rightly said, we don't encourage people to start full-time immediately. It's a business that you can start part-time. And when you see the result, I mean, Enos, you told us your amazing story, how you started part-time. And afterwards, when you saw the income you were earning, then you made that decision. So it's your call. So you can actually start part-time. As I speak, we are currently 300 people on this platforms, on this very platform, and I tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing that we have 300 people listening to us at this time, sharing the opportunity with as many persons as possible. So it's up to you. It's up to you to make that decision. Decide if you want to be part of this amazing opportunity. Like we always say, we respect your decision. We respect your decision. If it's a yes, don't fail. Don't forget to reach out to the one that invited you this night so that we can get started, so that you can get started. If it's a no, we respect your decision. I mean, we respect your decision. We always say that the business is not for everybody, but please and please try as much as possible to use our products. Try as much as possible to use our products so that you can be healthy for yourself and your family to do whatever business that you deem fit, to do whatever business that you want to do. But if you are indifferent, and you're still looking for answers, we are always available to help you answer all the questions that you have. Somebody said here, somebody sent the message, can you teach us about the policy? Yes, in our forthcoming meetings, we will also look at the policies, and it's one of the things that you also get to know during the planning section. Enos talked about the planning section, so you will get to know more about our policies, get to know more about how we operate as a business. Now, I know there are so many questions about, are we going to get the recordings of this? Either tonight or first half tomorrow, the recording of this meeting will be on YouTube, Forever Niger TV. Just go to Forever Niger TV on YouTube. You will find this recording so that if you want to share with your team or if you want to share with any other person, so you can, once you just go to Forever Niger TV on YouTube, it will be available. It will be available for you to listen to it again, or for you to be able to share it with any of your team members. On behalf of all of us in Forever Living Product Nigeria, Enos, I want to say very, very big thank you. Thank you for finding time to do this with us. Like we talked about in South Africa, everything that we are doing is to ensure that we grow as Africa. Everything that we're doing presently is to ensure that we grow as Africa. We know what the slogan was in Drakensburg.
Kinako.
Kinako means it's time. It's time. So it's time to do what? It's time to grow. It's time for you to grow your business. It's time for our respective countries to grow. It's time for Africa to grow. So thank you so much, Enos. On behalf of all of us here, we are saying a very, very thank you to you, your wonderful family, and we are also extending our Our gratitude to the rest of Africa. I mean, a lot of people connected from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Burundi. I mean, the whole of Africa is here tonight. We sincerely want to say thank you to each and every one of you for finding time to be here tonight, for finding time to invite your guests so that they can be part of this. This is what we want, and we actually want more of such presentations. And for our people here in Nigeria, I also want to thank you for also inviting as many persons as possible to this meeting. Our next meetings will be next weekend, so we're still going to have a training specifically meant for our business owners on Saturday, and another one on another BOM on Sunday. So look out to the artwork will come out tomorrow. The invitations will come out tomorrow for Saturday and Sunday next week. Please and please make the best use of these opportunities, because we are going to bring you seasoned, very, very seasoned and experienced trainers to help you build your business. We are not going to leave you at a time like this. We are going to give you our best so that you can grow your business. Again, don't forget, this is Forever Living Product. It is one business. It is one forever. And if it doesn't make you smile, change it. So from all of us here, I mean, all of us, I'm talking about myself and Enos and all of us here present, I want to say good night and bye-bye.
Thank you so much.